Last night, the Trump administration announced that it was cutting all funding for LGBTQ suicide prevention services. Just days ago, the Trevor Project was given an order to stop work next month on suicide prevention services for LGBTQ people. And in the statement from the Trump administration, it becomes very clear what this action is. They refer to it as LGB youth services because remember, they're trying to evaporate the existence of trans people and said that they no longer want to silo these services and focus on serving all help seekers. They're doing an All Lives Matter to get rid of a suicide prevention hotline. And then HHS, as in Health and Human Services, stated that it had run out of congressionally directed funding and that continuing to fund it would jeopardize the entire hotline. Recently, the White House's Office of Management and Budget, which is led by the architect of Project 2025, remember, said that the hotline's LGBTQ section was, quote, a chat service where children are encouraged to embrace radical gender ideology by counselors without consent or knowledge of their parents. And this comes after yesterday, where the Supreme Court in the United States upheld a complete ban on gender-affirming care for minors because they stated that trans people did not have equal protection under the law because they were not being discriminated because of sex or gender. They were just being discriminated based upon gender dysphoria, a medical condition. And the exact ruling is so extreme that it actually goes even further than Plessy v. Ferguson, the one that established segregation and separate but equal, and states unequivocally that there are no separate but equal requirement, that you can just legally discriminate and they are not protected as a people, as trans people, from the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. And keep in mind, that is a constitutional amendment. The judges are meant to determine constitutionality, not just evaporate sections of the Constitution because they feel like it. And while the leadership of the Trevor Project says they're going to continue on and continue funding their hotline, this will also cut their services effectively in half. And last year, they listened to 500,000 people calling their suicide prevention hotline. The head of the Trevor Project stated, "I want every LGBTQ plus young person to know that you are worthy, you are loved, and you belong, despite this heartbreaking news." The Trevor Project crisis counselors are here for you 24/7, just as we always have been. The war on trans people, as trans people have said for years, will not stop at them, and it hasn't already. It will continue to go further and faster, because in a Christian nationalist utopia that people who follow Donald Trump want, there are no gay people, there are no queer people, there is no one who doesn't conform. Thank you for watching. Please do some engagement so more people see, and please donate so I can pay my rent.